This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners. It's a television podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive into the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, is my co-host and sad man looking for more in his life, Stairmaster.
Oh, I'm just an empty husk.
Oh, you sure are, pal.
I'm just walking through life.
Yeah, you look down in the dumps. And with us, as always, is our other co-host and mysterious TV man, Kyorain.
What if I told you that we invent crazy, wacky stuff and you can go on new adventures with them?
Wow, it's the guy from the Twilight Zone.
Wow. What a crazy thing that just happened.
Check
I
out
could not
this
imagine
gadget.
this.
I invented it.
Wow, this
Wow.
is a milk dispenser.
Also, this isn't patented yet, so I'm gonna make it myself and sell it.
The American
No.
way.
Do not steal my milk machine.
It's my milk machine now.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
take your milk machine and I sell it.
Yeah,
There's
that's how
going to
that
be
bit goes.
consequences for this.
Well, if there's consequences, I'm sure he won't face them for years to come.
Yeah, we have fun here on TV Tuners. And if
That's
you like
right.
what you're hearing, why don't you hit that subscribe button? You can find us
Yeah.
on all the podcasters of your choice.
Yeah, you can mash that subscribe button. We're on
You
Apple
can also
Podcasts, Google Play,
gi-
Stitcher, more.
Give us 5 stars.
Yeah, give us 5 stars, a review. It's all helpful to getting noticed.
And
on
if
the
you don't
wide
like
spectrum of podcasting.
And if you didn't like it, you can contact us on Twitter.
Yeah, we're on Twitter at TV Tuners, or you can use the hashtag TV Tuners. We'll give a glance at what you're saying.
If you found this podcast like offensive or boring or upsetting
Demoralizing.
or yeah,
Or if you liked it.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can compliment us. You can
Yeah,
simp
if
us.
you liked it, we would also like to hear from you.
Mm,
No,
I mean, I guess.
you only want to hear the angry ones?
I mean, those are more entertaining.
They are more interesting, I think.
I mean, I guess I do love getting dragged.
I just want to see a guy come out and say that TV Tuners ruined his whole year, and
I mean, it's
he's
only
lost
been 3
faith in
months.
mankind.
So,
And that man's name was Joe Biden.
yeah, thanks to TV.
He's gonna have a
Tuners.
great year,
Look forward
guys.
to the Bernie Sanders presidency.
Yeah.
We did
Look,
it, folks.
When it happens, you can thank us. If you have any quips, comments, questions, foresights, or otherwise, you can email us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kyorain?
Now, before I repeat the email address, I need to warn the audience: do not send in any emails about Stairmaster's new pants. Okay?
They're very comfy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to mention before Kyo sort of mentions the email again real quick here. This is actually the first time in TV Tuners history that we're sort of all remotely recording.
Yes.
Never before has it happened.
We're incredibly lonely right now, so we would appreciate the emails.
Yeah, every episode before has been in studio.
Yes. Our
It's the
fantastic
I'm in
location
studio.
in LA.
Yes.
I'm at the studio right now, just kind of by myself in here.
Yeah,
Kind of.
Kyo's by himself. All he has is to look out to the cliff and the sea beyond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyo, you seem pretty depressed over there.
It's real quiet and lonely here. I have to do all kinds of stuff to pass the time.
Like what?
Oh, you know, like right now, what I'm doing is I'm lighting matches.
What?
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
throughout the months that we've been recording in there, we've thrown countless amounts of stuff on the floor and
Yes.
just never cleaned it up.
And we've always talked about how we shouldn't be lighting fires.
Well, it's a
indoors.
fun game to see if I throw the match down if something will catch fire. There have been about 4 fires so far, but they did not spread anywhere dangerous.
No. Maybe you should stop now. I think you won. I think it's in the first to 3.
No. I have a whole matchbox here. So that email address, if you're still following that thread of
I'm not.
thought,
Yeah, go ahead.
is tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com.
And if you're following that other thread of thought, Stairmaster has new pants, and he's really been talking about them a
They
lot.
feel nice on my thighs.
Yeah, don't email about that.
I love how they rub against my skin.
He keeps calling them his Corona pants. And
I can take on anything in these.
Yeah, I don't really like the way he phrases that.
It's the pants I put out when I have a big Corona. They're my beer time pants.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, that makes a little more sense. I mean, we are sort of self-quarantining, the 3 of us.
Anyways.
But, Keo seems to be taking it the hardest,
Have you considered doing other things with those matches, like making a little house out of the matches?
Yes.
Oh,
so you have considered these things and immediately decided against them.
Yes. And I've decided that they're matches, so what you do with a match is you light the match.
That is
true.
true.
Throw it.
Well, I guess it's best not to dwell on it for now. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, Keo's fate is his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, you guys left a bunch of stuff in the refrigerator.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
My Corona.
My
Sharona. Yeah, those are gone.
I left my Sharona in there.
Yeah, that's gone, whatever that is.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not going to ask.
It's best not.
There's better questions to be asked.
Yeah, like, what'd you guys watch this week? Well, before we get to what you guys watched this week, we gotta do the thing. We gotta do the thing that it's the Better Call Saul is still going on, so you know what time it is. Saul Watch. Saul Watch.
Listen, last week, Mike is finally the broken boy.
Oh, yes, finally.
Yeah, Mike finally got broken. Yeah.
Gus is a nasty man.
He was a big jerk boy.
Yeah. He's the kind of boss you don't want to have.
Oh, and Saul showed a guy Mr. Hands.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in this episode. Mike thoroughly breaks himself. It turns out, in the very end, the last boy that needed to be broken was him.
Do you think the man fucking the horse is going to be like a recurring symbol in this season?
Well, what it turns out is that when the man fucks the horse fucks back. And that's what happens to Saul.
Okay. I'm gonna.
But yeah, as summary, it's still the best show on TV. If you're not watching, you need to go ahead and watch that.
Break quarantine if you're wondering.
What was that?
Break quarantine if you have to.
That's right. Although it'd be a weird thing to break quarantine to watch TV, but really, TV is sort of the prime quarantine thing to do. You just sit there and look at it.
Yeah, how do you break quarantine to watch this?
No, maybe you don't have cable, but your neighbor does. So you kick down the door and you shoot them both.
That's not really breaking quarantine so much as committing murder.
I'm kind of picturing going into it.
You only have a knife, so you're not here violating the CDC
but you did say shoot
style.
them both.
Oh, fuck.
I'm kind of picturing going into one of those stores that has the TV displays and watching it on there.
Oh, yeah. You're like that one guy in Shin Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in the appliance store while everyone else has left.
You just ask people. You just ask them to change the channel to AMC real quick for you.
Well, they would probably be down for that. The people who work there.
I mean, yeah, there's probably
except for the manager. The manager would be like, no, and then he would go to his office and watch it by himself.
Yeah. And then the manager would come out and say, "This is not sufficient."
Yeah.
You think this is acceptable?
Yeah, good
And then
Saul.
he would just wait for them to reply and be like, you can go.
So yeah, good Saul.
Yeah, good Saul. 10 out of 10. What else you guys watched this week?
I forced Keo at gunpoint to watch John Wick.
Oh, with your gun kata?
Well, I pointed a gun at him.
Oh, alright. Yeah, what did you think? What did you think of the Baba Yaga himself?
I think John Wick is a man of focus.
Do you think he's the sort of man that American politics needs right now?
Ooh, Swanson, I don't know if you want to go there.
What is John Wick's ideology?
We don't really know what his political view system is. I think
John Wick's political beliefs is he just wants to be left alone.
And don't we all?
Yeah.
Listen, when you say that, I pictured you're considering just hiring John Wick to take care of things.
Oh, no. I want him to run for office.
Well, I would be okay with that.
Well, he'd win, but I don't know what his policies would be.
I feel like we would be we would be surprised at how progressive John Wick is.
Yes.
Like John Wick would get on stage and he'd be like, Medicare for all. And everyone would just be like, whoa.
Well, he would know the importance of healthcare considering how badly he gets.
Listen, it was pretty expensive when my wife died of cancer, so yeah. Probably shouldn't have that going on.
He'd probably have a thing where
wow, he's just like Joe Biden.
He'd probably have a thing where there are no kill shelters left in America for pets.
Wow, king.
Yeah. It's truly the man we need.
Anyways, yeah, I still think John Wick is the best film of the trilogy. We'll have to see what Keo thinks.
Yeah, I can't disagree, and since Keo has only seen the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll watch it in 2027.
Yeah, Keo was really impressed when I told him what the total kill count was. That's something
what was it, 77?
Yeah, 77.
What did you think the total kill count was, Keo?
I thought it was 100.
Oh.
Oh, so you thought it was more.
It's 126 in John Wick 2.
Yeah.
And in John Wick 3 it's 86, but he's got team-up guys in that one. So they're kind of draining its total kill from its kill pool.
Yeah, the numbers are sort of...
Well, I was more impressed with his accuracy.
Yeah.
By the time the John Wick franchise is completed, John Wick will have killed all of New York City.
Yeah. That's the one thing I don't like. They should stop going to New York for those films.
Yeah, have him go to a beach or something.
Just killing people on the beach.
Yeah, fuck, that'd be awesome.
Some guy's on the beach and he just comes out of the sand and stabs him in the neck.
Where's he gonna get cover at the beach?
He'll dig a tunnel.
Yeah.
You'll get Lawrence
a sandcastle, Keo Rain. What do you mean?
Oh, Keo, if you see John Wick 2, you'll know where he gets the beach cover from. Lawrence Fishburne will help him dig a network of tunnels under the beach.
So no sandcastles.
Oh, maybe. Maybe
he does need to watch. He doesn't need to watch the other two John Wicks just so he can get the what was it? The TikTok man, the Night Man. What's his name?
The Bye Man.
Jason Mantzoukas. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy is. And that the Keo listens to.
Yeah, but he'll respect his energy.
Yeah, he will.
TikTok man.
He's called the TikTok man because he's like TikTok Mr. Wick. Because John Wick is currently on a race against time.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the popular app TikTok.
In fact, I think it predates TikTok.
It most certainly does.
So you're saying that there's not a villain in the John Wick films that
has a clock?
Is very famous on TikTok.
Yeah, it's busy making TikToks while he's murdering people.
Maybe in John Wick 4 there'll be a guy who just...
Oh yeah, and he's like the rival of Jason Mantzoukas' character.
The actual...
Listen, if John Wick was on TikTok just filming him shooting up a bunch of guys, he'd be real famous on there.
I mean, yeah. As long as he set it to the right music.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not terms of service or anything, so...
I wonder how many anime music videos there are of John Wick 1 and 2 and 3.
Probably about as many as people killed in each movie.
I don't know. He's not anime at all, though, so...
No, it is kind of anime.
I mean, well, it's anime to have a bunch of people, die, I guess, but... It's hyper-violent?
Yeah. I mean, he does have he has very long hair. He's a long-haired protagonist, just like an anime.
Yeah. Is there a...
Yeah, but he doesn't have any special attacks that he calls out or anything.
shoot people in the chest and in the head.
Yeah.
No, but he doesn't say like, super gunshot.
Yeah, he just sort of does it.
There was that point where he had the second gun in his back belt. That's kind of like a special technique.
You thought I was finished? Check out my secret technique. Other gun.
Anything else you guys watched?
No.
All right.
No.
I'm going to give a shout out to This Week in Swanson finally catches up with stuff. I watched season 3 of Big Mouth. It's been out for like 6 months at this point, but
What
I
is
finally
Big
finished
Mouth?
it. That's that show about it's a cartoon show that's grotesquely animated.
Oh yeah, isn't
It's
that the
about-
show that was controversial?
I mean, I don't know what the term controversial is, other than the fact that it like deals very frankly with like sexual education.
Yeah, everyone I know on Twitter calls Big Mouth fans pedophiles.
I'm not sure about that.
So I have not watched Big Mouth because it looks too ugly.
Yes.
That
I mean, yeah, it's certainly not a show that I'm gonna like go out of my way to say that it's for everybody.
It's
a
not
fun
pleasing
show,
on
though.
the eyes like John Wick is.
No, I mean it's purposely sort of crude, but it's a fun little thing.
also the former mayor of TV Land asked me a question apropos of nothing. He asked me if I had to dream about any celebrity, but it's just my regular dreams, which one would I pick? And I picked Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
I had a dream about Heinrich Himmler last night.
Uh-oh.
I had to travel back
okay.
in time and slit his throat.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's
the
pretty
Nazis
cool.
won World War II, and that resulted in a global nuclear war.
Well, okay. Well, that ended up. I was a little skeptical. I'll be honest when I heard that story.
Yeah, look, Stare, no offense. I mean, a little bit of offense, but when you said that, I pictured you like at a picnic with them or something.
Yeah, going out to
No!
like brunch.
I would not. Of all the Nazis, I would not go on a picnic with Himmler.
Oh, which
but-
one would you go on a
Yeah,
picnic
so there
with?
are Nazis you would go out on a picnic
I would
with.
go with Spear, since he has the same birthday as me.
Oh, that's cute. You can go on your birthdays.
Yeah, and we could talk about how he totally wasn't responsible for half the slave labor. Also in that dream, there was a cameo from Saber from Fate Stay Night, and then we went to Venus, where the Nazi tried
What?
to colonize that, but ended up setting it on fire somehow. By mistake.
Okay, how do I obtain these dreams?
Yeah, I mean, now I'm confused.
I think
At first,
the
I
weed-
was skeptical, and then I was like good on Stairmaster, and now I'm just confused.
Well, sometimes you just have separate dreams, but because of your diminished consciousness, they just blend together and you don't notice the seams.
I mean, yeah, but you're conscious now, and you could have just edited the dream for us.
Well, I did skip over the stealth action segment.
Oh, all right.
Listen,
We do not need to talk about my dreams that much.
when I have a dream, I just kind of dream about like maybe there's extra food in my refrigerator and I'm happy or something.
Yeah, like I have a dream where like
Usually my
I-
dreams are just like I'm back in high school and I hate it, but I'm also still 27, so I feel deeply ashamed.
yeah, I have a dream where like I'm like on the bus and like someone's like, "What's up, dweeb?" and I'm like, or something.
Hey, Gabe.
And then I wake up and I'm like, "Huh, all right." And then I go on with my day. But then Stairmaster describes his dreams and he's like, "Me and Goku were hanging out. We ate an entire pizza."
Yeah, I also have a lot of dreams where it's just anime is happening. I'm not even a part of it. It's just shown on my mind's eye. I guess I live a blessed life.
I don't know how many fictional characters show up in my dreams, really.
Very, very rarely will a fictional character feature in my dream.
Yeah. The closest thing to a cool dream I've ever had was I dreamt up a whole James Bond movie.
And then you woke
That
up
was
and were
pretty
like, this is shit. No,
I mean, it was kind of cool. The bad guy was Abed from Community, so
Wow, racist.
it's a James Bond movie. What do you expect?
Oh, okay, that is fair.
Also, James Bond was played by Idris Elba, so
Oh, okay, well, you're still misogynist.
well, yeah. It was James Bond. What do you expect? All right, well,
What did you
that's been what we watched. How about we get to the news?
What we are about to see.
That's right.
Oh, I guess that's Trailer Blazers.
Well, hold on. I gotta light some more candles.
Wait, what? I thought you were just lighting matches.
Yeah, what's with this? Do you have like a circle that you're lighting all these candles around? What are you doing there, Kieran?
No.
Hey, is this
I'm
why
not
you
doing
texted
anything.
me earlier asking if I knew anything about Satan worship and demon summoning?
Well, I was just trying to get some information from you, but yeah, I did make a summoning circle here,
Oh.
but I'm only doing it because the lights are out.
That's
Oh,
fair.
well,
So you're summoning
deal.
light.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and a demon.
What was that?
Is it like a light bulb demon?
So we news, right?
Yes, news.
It's right. We a news.
I'm
Look,
a news.
coronavirus. That's a thing.
Is it?
No.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
it is. Yeah,
I mean, it is a thing. We're all social distancing right now.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Stairmaster's
Oh.
been social distancing for like 20 years at this point. But
Okay, I thought you guys just didn't want to
I
hang
went
out
to
with
go
me,
campus
so
for Bernie on Thursday with a friend.
you got in trouble.
Yeah, I did get in trouble.
like
Well,
Bernie called you personally and was like, "How could you?"
we didn't make a good impression, I don't think. We just scared some boomers. I got to meet a dog. The end.
And now Stairs quarantined.
Yeah.
But the coronavirus might have some other added
Nastier.
effects. Yes. Of course, all of everything that you love has been canceled. And primary among that is Baby Yoda. Don't worry,
dead.
Baby Yoda himself is alive and well, presumably.
But he's above 50.
Whew.
But his Star Wars toys that we've all been waiting for have been delayed.
I was definitely going to purchase those
Yeah,
immediately.
I still cared about Baby Yoda.
That's right. We all still cared about Baby Yoda, and clearly the biggest impact from this virus has been this one thing being delayed.
Okay, but we still got the baby Mr. Peanut, Baby Nut merc on the way, right?
Oh yeah, that's already out and about. You get your
Okay.
Baby Nut T-shirt today.
Oh man, I think I might get a shirt if it just says Baby Nut and nothing else. I don't want to
Yeah,
a graphic of the Baby Nut.
Yeah,
They're not going to do that though.
I don't think I want the stigma that would be wearing a shirt that says #Baby Nut on it.
Here's what we do: we all wear the Baby Nut shirt together in public.
And then
As
we
a group
all-
of-
and then we all get arrested.
No, it's #Baby Nut.
That's even more
Even
reason-
worse.
Yeah, it's even more reason to arrest somebody.
No, people think we're doing like a thing, a social critique, obviously.
Babynut.com.
No. We're clearly doing some kind of shady internet activity if we do that.
Yeah. Even saying the words "baby nut" this much in
I
a
think
row
Mr.
has
Big
put
Head's
us on
gonna have some harsh
We've-
words for us after this.
we've been put on a watch list at least by now.
Well, fortunately, he can't call us to his office because of the coronavirus thing. So
That's true. Yeah. Well, I
Well,
mean, maybe he could.
he will.
It would be a gathering of less than 10 people. So. it would still
Oh
be-
no!
But it counts for
anyway.
extra people because his head is so big.
Oh, is that how that works?
He's got extra brain power, so his mind is
Yeah.
more powerful than one human.
Wow.
Also, I mean, can we talk about his office? How spooky it is to go in there.
I mean, it is quite
Like-
spooky. Yeah.
The lighting is so. It's like we can only see his hands, which are like on the desk, and we just see the
Yeah.
light of a cigar in his mouth as he smokes.
But
it.
yeah,
also-
he lights his office like a Netflix TV show.
And also, the ceiling is so high because of his head.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
the doorway is really high. For some reason, the windows are also high, presumably to match the doorways.
Yeah.
Really spooky.
But also,
But
the
yeah.
windows are like stained glass.
But yeah, it's only mildly as spooky as the virus itself, which seems to be unstoppable currently.
Yeah, death is certain.
Yeah.
Kill yourself now before the virus can take you. That's the TV
Oh.
tuner's advice.
Oh, maybe not.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what the CDC is saying about it, right?
Oh yeah, they're saying abandon hope.
Here's an
That
official,
was the
Yeah,
The
Trump's
latest.
advice was kill your parents, then yourself.
Listen, I'm talking to many people, strong people, very, very physically fit people. They're saying it's time to kill people.
There's no hope left in this world. None at all.
Perhaps
That's why
in the
I'm
next-
announcing
in the-
today I'm going to space. To find a cure for COVID-19.
I would respect him if he did that.
Trump died on his way back to his home planet.
In my steed, Mike Pence is in charge.
Just imagine Trump and Mike Pence getting on horses and just leaving.
Yeah, good. That's a good reality.
I don't think Trump
Oh.
would want to be anywhere near Mike Pence and a horse.
Oh yeah, we know what happens there. Anyway, the Baby Yoda toys aren't coming anytime soon, and everything sucks.
They could get an action figure of Boba Fett, though, and pretend it's a Mandalorian.
I want a Baby Yoda bobblehead right now, and a Baby Yoda Funko Pop.
Well, you're gonna have to wait, Kyorain. Yeah, everybody has to wait for everything now. Even if you want food, you gotta wait for it.
Oh, but
I just want Funko Pops.
No, sorry.
Yeah, but I gotta
Grocery
wait.
store's all out.
Yeah, we gotta wait in bread lines.
Yeah. Speaking of Hell World, Jimmy Kimmel Live had guest hosts this week, and one of them was Pete Buttigieg.
Oh God!
That's right, breaking barriers once again by being the first rat on a talk show.
It's really bold of him
Yeah,
to have someone unfunny run the show.
Well, I mean, it's not much of a different pace from Jimmy Kimmel's normal show. Hey,
Yeah, why is this show like a thing? Why do people watch
I
it?
think it's just boomers.
people love late night talk shows, and by people I do mean old people. They love late night talk shows, and for some reason Jimmy Kimmel is, I guess, the third favorite choice.
Yeah, I don't think you can enjoy it unless you have lead poisoning.
Yeah. But
Like,
this
do
week Jimmy
people
Kimmel
watch
was off.
this and actually laugh out loud for reals?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel is currently busy hosting the reboot of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I thought it was just gone because of the coronavirus.
No. Well, this was before things started getting canceled when they announced that Buttigieg was going to be there.
Before it
So-
could collapse.
Yeah, on Thursday's episode, Buttigieg was in front of a empty audience, filled only with staff. So it was much like his rallies.
Oh my god, he must have been simmering with so much rage.
And he was there to tell milquetoast jokes and look very electable.
God.
Yes.
Yeah, basically this appearance on this night show was him announcing he's running again at some point.
He probably was just like shouting at God afterwards. Do you think I'm a joke?
He probably does that in the mirror often, right?
Who knows? I don't really
you
want
think-
to think too deeply about what goes on in his mind.
Do you think in Pete Buttigieg's mind, it is more like Patrick Bateman from
Yes.
American Psycho, or is it more like Buffalo Bill?
I don't think he has
Patrick
any
Bateman.
sexual desire, so Patrick Bateman,
Yeah.
who's less horny
I
than the Buffalo Bill guy.
I just picture in his head, he just repeats the same thought over and over again, no matter what, and it's, I am become blood maker. I am become
Soon I
blood
will be
maker.
the Blood Obama.
Yeah. Anyway, Buttigieg told some really run of the mill jokes, and everyone was like,
Yeah, I made a joke about Trump's inauguration rally crowds in the year
Yeah.
2020.
Not that many people were there.
Get a load of this, guys. Not a lot of people were there.
Guess he still won though.
He also managed to make jokes about the mishap with the Iowa caucuses, something that
He's responsible.
directly.
Directly, yes.
And yeah, just hung out. He also did an interview with Patrick Stewart, which I didn't show you guys the video of, but in it, Patrick Stewart briefly mentions that he's a socialist, and Pete Buttigieg looks very uncomfortable.
He took his collar. Yeesh.
And then they play a game of Star Trek trivia with LeVar Burton, and that's very fun.
I assume Buttigieg lost.
I don't know. I didn't bother watching that.
Yeah, I only
No.
watched a minute and 14 seconds of it.
Look, I have to
What
watch
about-
Patrick Stewart try and get me through episodes of Star Trek Picard. I can't watch him try and get me through an episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live. He can only do so much.
There's a limit to a man's power, and there's nothing that can salvage Pete Buttigieg.
Buttigieg?
Yeah.
Butt chug.
Yeah, Pete Buttchug. Anyway, yeah. I don't like him. The end. Anyway, that's it for the news. So let's take a quick smoke break. As you all know, we're part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. And we have tons of great podcasts on that network. One of them you're about to hear from right now. It's Pod Askew, another pop culture podcast seen through the lens of Kevin Smith.
Wait, this is hosted by Kevin Smith?
You ask this every time. And the answer is the same. No.
I'm probably going to ask it again.
Here, let's listen to them describe it.
Welcome everybody to the Pod Askew podcast. I am...
Whoa, dude. This is our promo, not the show. I'm Rico.
Oops, my bad. I'm CJ. We're the hosts of the Pod Askew podcast.
We are fans of pretty much anything and everything pop culture, including movies, TV shows, books, video games, comics, music, and of course, Kevin Smith. Now, while we do keep our fingers on the pulse of Silent Bob, he certainly doesn't need our help in promoting him.
You got that right. We do our own thing, with inspiration from the man and his mantra of why not. We've got stories from celebrities we've interviewed, theories of our own for certain movies, and we usually have a great debate on almost anything.
We also do commentaries on movies. Sometimes we ask our fans what they want to watch with us. So, if you love the timbre of our vocal cords and you want to watch a movie at the same time, give us a listen.
Stay tuned every Monday. There's always something new. And if you've been good this year, we may even give you some bonus episodes from time to time.
So be good, subscribe, and enjoy Pod Askew, proud members of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network.
Wow.
Yeah, you hear that, Stare? There's no Kevin Smith on there.
Nary a Smith
Wow.
to be found.
That pones my taint.
Classic.
Sorry, everyone.
That tweet's like a decade old at this point, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
So
ironic.
I think we're reaching the 10th anniversary of it.
That's ironic because that was about like the decade anniversary.
Yeah, just put it right there.
Well,
Yeah.
What's going on over there, Kyo? You have a...
Huh? Nothing.
You're not talking to a demon, are you?
No, I'm talking to a man.
Oh, okay.
Oh. What? It sounds like you're ordering something. Or something has been
No.
delivered.
Well, something's being installed.
Are you making modifications to the studio without
Yeah,
our
we don't-
permission?
Well, I mean, we need this.
We need what exactly?
Listen, we have a podcast. I thought I muted. Just look. Don't worry about it.
Was that to
I mean,
us
eventually-
or the band?
Yeah, eventually the quarantine is going to end, Kyoran, and we are going to have to go back into the studio.
Also, you shouldn't have let that man in there. That's breaking the quarantine.
Well, I just didn't want to get you guys sick. I don't care about this man. or
Wow.
myself.
You hear that, folks?
Wow.
He looks really
You haven't
offended.
got a real Buttigieg mindset.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just installing a chandelier.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
even a big deal.
Hold on, can our ceiling support that weight?
Probably not.
Yeah, I think you should abstain from such activities.
Also, are you
Well, it's
positioning the chandelier right above the circle you've made?
Is
Yes.
this because you don't believe you might fully be able to control the demon?
Look, I'm thinking maybe if the demon turns on me, I can slice the chain at the top. I'm not sure how feasible that is, and it'll fall and drop on the demon.
I mean, I guess it depends on the size of the demon that you conjure, but...
Well, I don't know how big it is, but the chandelier is really big.
Well,
So-
I think this is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're making sure that the noise is thoroughly edited out, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, Keo's gonna have to edit his own track because we're isolated this week.
Oh yeah,
Before
of
mailing
course.
That's how editing works.
Yeah, we're sending it via old school mail because, as you all know, the email has been shut down.
Yes. Which begs the question why we bothered giving out our email this week.
Well, you know, eventually the quarantine will end.
Yes, eventually the clouds will part and the rainbow will appear.
Anyway.
Oh my god, so many ants.
What?
Yeah.
There are ants here now? What are you doing with all the ants?
Oh god.
Look, I dropped my ice cream cone on the
Oh.
floor. It's covered in ants.
Oh, you pulled the Goodman?
Yeah.
Are the ants like chipping and hollering?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
God
as
damn
ants,
it, Keo.
as ants always do when ice cream is around.
And also my ant farm broke open.
I knew
The
we
ants
should
got
not have
everywhere.
let you live in there.
Wait, Keo, you're not letting those ants get near the summoning circle, are you?
Well, they're all over it.
Oh, God. That's not good, Keo, right?
Yeah, they might summon
What's-
like a succubus to be their new queen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that sounds really weird.
like a demon might, like, take the form of a giant ant or something.
Oh, that would also
That's-
be bad and nowhere
yeah.
near as erotic.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think ants are intelligent enough to summon
Or
demons.
maybe it'll be a demon ant lady.
Yeah, do you want to take the chance of a demon ant?
Yeah,
Well, what am I supposed to do?
2/3 of those outcomes are very bad.
Yeah. And 1/3 of them is still kind of icky.
Look, there's nothing I can do about it. This is nature taking its course here.
Are demons natural?
Yeah, they're sort of unnatural by the very being.
Well, ants are natural.
Are Satan worshipping ants natural?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Oh!
Do any of us know what's inside the mind of an ant, truly?
Well, it's all natural in there, is all I'm going to say.
I mean, what do you think about it's natural to want to worship Satan?
It is?
What, you never feel the
yeah.
compulsion?
I can't say that I do, no.
Uh-oh. I think I need to go
Well-
after this. And talk to some people.
Well, you know, we'll see where this goes. I'm sure it'll end well for Kyorain. Anyway, it's time for a segment near and dear to everybody's hearts. It's Trailer Blazers. Hit the theme, Kyorain.
Banana, bum-bum-bum. Banana, bum-bum-bum.
That's right. Welcome to another installment of Trailer Blazers, where we watch the latest and greatest in TV trailers. This week, we're back in the land of HBO, and they're doing yet another mystery show. They fucking love mystery shows.
I like murder.
Yeah, they really love murder mysteries lately on this. It's just rife with them.
I think they're in a rut.
This latest murder mystery is based on another work by the person who did Big Little Lies, which was a big little hit for HBO.
And also
this-
Big Mouth.
Yeah, sure. This one is called The Undoing.
I wonder what that could
And
be.
there's definitely a mystery here. Someone was murdered.
Do you think that
and
is the
the
undoing?
I mean,
life?
the
yeah.
suspect may or may not have done it.
I mean, yeah, the undoing of a life, perhaps. The undoing of someone's life.
Perhaps it's an undoing of many lives.
Yes, both alive and dead.
It's the undoing of society as a whole.
Oh.
Oh, New York City's gonna get murdered?
Yeah.
Worth it.
I mean, as long as I'm entertained, I don't care what
John
happens in
Wick's
New York
trying to
City.
get people to leave him alone by depopulating all of New York State.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's just him and dogs.
Well, you'll be living in Jersey again after this.
I could see John Wick firing a gun and the bullet just ricochets through every single person.
Yeah, and you sort of just watch that for the 90 minutes.
Can we talk a second for how weird it is that John Wick's new life is like only a bus ride away from his old one? When he gets married to that lady, he does not move very far at all.
Look, he loves the convenience of travel.
Okay,
A neighborhood is a world apart, Stairmaster.
You're right.
You know that.
there's like a river or something.
Anyway, there's nary a John Wick to be found in the trailer for The Undoing. Instead, we have Nicole Kidman and British guy.
Maybe Nicole Kidman will be in John Wick 4.
Hugh Grant. We have Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant here, and Nicole Kidman's all like, someone died, maybe I am responsible. He's like, isn't that strange that you might be responsible for killing?
Maybe Hugh Grant will be in John Wick 4. Who knows?
Yeah, I've definitely seen this exact thing play out in a mystery show before.
Yeah. At least this is like the third time we've seen this on a Trailer Blazers, I believe.
A show that is like this, but not this exact show. Yeah.
It might as well be the exact same thing, except for there's a lady instead of a man.
Yeah. Usually it's a guy being like, I didn't do anything, man.
Can we count that Jason Bateman, Stephen King show?
That's what I mean, that one at least had supernatural undertones to it. This one appears to have none of that. So.
Yeah, I don't think there will be any succubuses in this.
Yeah, there's potentially a succubus in The Outsider. I mean, I didn't
maybe
finish it.
Maybe it's an incubus that was impersonating Jason Bateman.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's the band Incubus.
What kind of incubus would take on Jason Bateman's form?
The band.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. And then they play a concert and people are like, whoa.
Wow, this would totally
also,
work
guys,
on child.
You don't have to worry about the ants making a succubus because the spiders are here taking care of it.
Oh, my God.
That's bad.
Wait, plural?
Yeah, there's spiders eating the ants.
And they're, like, in the circle? That's worse, Kieran.
Maybe it'll result in a sexy spider lady.
Ooh.
Stare. I feel like we need to talk about your priorities.
Hey, we could get her on as a fourth co-host, and we finally have some diversity on the show.
You know?
So that's like some hyper diversity right there.
Yeah, someone from another plane of existence who is also a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should be cheering this on.
All right, yeah.
And of color.
I am woke, so. Are spiders considered? I guess spiders are considered.
Oh, I meant because she's a demon, she'd be different. She would be of color, a person of color.
Also, I've never seen like a spider with a human skin tone either.
Oh God, that'd be horrifying.
Yeah, thanks for the image of that.
Oh man, that reminds me of the Obama spider.
Oh, not again.
Oh yeah, I remember when that guy was on Twitter.
What are we doing again?
Well, yeah, maybe this show will be interesting. So far, I don't care about it.
Yeah,
clearly.
We are absolutely not going to watch this show.
If you're a fan of our podcast, I wonder how many compilations you can do of Trailer Blazers where we talk about everything but the show that we watched the trailer for.
I think that's why people listen to this podcast.
I mean, presumably, but I feel like Trailer Blazers is the segment most rife with it.
I think I have like one good television insight every 3 episodes.
What do you? Yeah, is it like different or like the same one?
Probably the same one. I just point out that the camera work is bad.
Oh yeah. Spoilers for potentially what's going to happen in a few seconds here.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Stairmaster says like, why did they rotate the camera 90 degrees in this shot? Makes no sense.
And then it's back to talking about the sexy spider ladies or whatever the fuck.
Imagine it, 8 legs.
Wouldn't like
That's
2
insane.
of those be their hands?
Oh no, she'd have the upper part. She'd have a human torso coming out of the spider body.
It's fucking ridiculous.
So she'd have 2 arms.
It's ridiculous. That's not how spiders work.
And for some reason, she'd have spider eyes, but a normal human face.
Yeah. You're kind of describing like a crab person now.
Oh no.
It's more of a crab lady.
Keo, do you know where the TV Tuner's crab is?
Because
I'm pretty sure that crab is a Satanist.
Oh my God.
That's canon, yeah.
What?
He's in the center of the summoning circle.
Oh no!
Oh Jesus!
And he's got blood.
Oh no!
What? How do you get? How do you get blood?
And I'm pretty sure that crab is gay too.
Well, I don't know if that's been canon.
I mean, there's at least a 10% chance based off of humans.
I mean, is that a problem?
Oh, it won't be a sexy. It probably summon a sexy crab man.
That sounds fine.
Not for me.
Not for the pod. Well, I guess
Well,
I guess we can work with that, but it's not as exciting.
The TV tuner sexy crab man? That sounds good.
Kill, you gotta stop him.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to record this podcast.
I mean, pick the crab up and put.
He'll pinch me.
Sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the greater good.
Listen.
Listen. So the Undoing, that's a tune-out.
Kio's trying to distract us, I see.
Maybe you could just wear gloves. Maybe that wouldn't hurt as much.
I don't have any gloves.
What were you doing? Preparing for this virus?
Well, I had gloves.
Oh no, does the crab have the gloves on?
No.
That'd be very funny.
You don't need gloves to prepare for the virus.
Wait, does the...
The gloves got caught on fire,
Oh.
so...
Yeah, it's like buying gloves to prepare for the virus is sort of like buying face masks to prepare for the virus.
You're right. Well, we should talk about this TV show before the crab finishes whatever it's doing.
Yeah, I reckon we got at least 30 minutes before the crab finishes what he's doing. Anyway, it's time for our main event. We watched a new program, and we're going to talk about it. We're back in the land of AMC for their latest new offering, Dispatches from Elsewhere.
Based off a real story.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
So this is based off of a thing that happened in San Francisco, described as an alternate reality game.
Yes.
In which,
Like I Love Bees.
Yeah. It follows an actual Jejune Institute that set stuff up around San Francisco as interactive games and whatnot for people to play.
Sort of like Michael Douglas is the game. I guess it's David Fincher's, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent of the game, although perhaps a little less cruel.
This guy doesn't seem mean like Michael Douglas's character, at least.
Yeah, and hopefully it doesn't end like Michael Douglas's falling down.
Well, they already made Breaking Bad. I don't know why AMC would go for that.
True. So yeah, this new show is written, directed, and starring Jason Segel, aka that guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Son of Steven Seagal.
Yes, that's why they have two different last names.
Oh, come on. It would have been a fun bit.
Segel and Seagal.
Yeah. I try.
It's the same
We
thing.
try here on TV Tuners.
Yeah. This guy, he's here, and he's a sad sack.
Yeah, and this is explained to us in 2 minutes, which I'm glad the show did.
Yeah, we get a very meta opening where the sort of the mysterious television man is all like, "Get a load of this guy. He's boring."
He kind of brags about how he's not wasting our
Have you
time.
ever heard of the hero's journey?
Yeah.
Let's skip all the lame stuff and get to the fight scenes.
Yeah, I do not trust this man immediately, but he does have a nice voice at least.
Yes.
He's a very...
I trust him.
Yeah?
He's a reliable narrator.
Even though he tells us at the end that he is not a reliable narrator.
He tells us he's a reliable narrator, but he also told us he told one lie.
Yeah, which makes him an unreliable narrator.
No, I mean, if he's honest enough to say that he lied, then he's an honest
How
guy.
do we know he only
I
told
trust
one
him
lie, though?
because he said he only told one
What if he was
lie.
lying?
Yeah, what if that was the one lie?
Listen, I checked on CNN.com.
Oh, you checked on PolitiFact?
and yeah, and they said he's not lying.
Okay.
So, or they didn't say he's not lying, but they didn't say he is lying.
He
Yeah,
has
it
to
didn't say
prove to
pants
be
on
lying.
fire, so it didn't...
Well, I guess he's our president now.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it says he's a reliable narrator. Half true.
As we learn, this man is the founder of the Jejune Institute and may or may not be real. We are introduced to our main character, Peter, a guy who lives a sort of unsatisfying life working for a music streaming service.
But also he can... Oh, wait, no. I thought he lived in San Francisco for a second, but I remember.
No, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Also, he said, the narrator said, you could change a few things, and this guy is you. And I'm like, no, he's just me.
Yeah, this is just guy is just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to change anything. This guy is me.
Yeah, especially the not making eye contact with people.
Yeah. This guy is specifically, I think, Stairmaster.
What, you think I contribute to society?
No, but neither does this man.
Listen here, Mac. This is my job.
He starts to encounter a bunch of mysterious flyers on his way to work, which leads to some fun like interludes. There's one with him communicating with a dolphin, which I think would be very annoying.
Well, the dolphin would just be talking about rape.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know what a dolphin's
all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to know what a dolphin's thinking about.
No one's thinking about fish. Come on.
And fucking the fish before eating them.
Oh God.
There's one where he's looking at a series of TVs, which it's very close to what we're all about here on TV Tuners. He's looking at a pile of televisions, watching memories of himself.
Hey, how is the TV pile doing, Keo?
So you know that big bet coming up?
You mean the sports event?
That's not happening now.
Well, it's not happening now, but I already pawned the TVs.
Oh no. This is not how we win.
I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're going to do about that.
You fucked us.
So we get to the moment on, after he has another sort of dull night, we get to the moment where I started to realize I think I kind of like where the show is heading. He finds a flyer that says, "Have you seen this man?" And it's hung up by a man that he just saw run away.
That is a fun bit.
So he calls the number and they sort of like thank him or whatever. And then he gets invited to go to the place, right? That's what happens.
For like a job interview or something.
No, I think it's just
that's Michael Douglas's The Game.
Yeah, he gets called. He gets called to go to an induction ceremony, is what they call it, at the Jejune Institute, Philadelphia branch. After
he's just like, sure, why not? I don't care about anything anymore. Who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I thought this took place in San Francisco, because that's where The Game does.
Yes. So yeah, this is sort of just a TV version of The Game, although this time the major difference is that he actively participates in it and is aware of it, and in the game, the movie, Michael Douglas is
Squidward.
Yeah, he's very much unaware of everything going on around him.
He's hostile to everything going on around him.
So he goes and he goes to the institute, and he's greeted by this lady who is way too cheerful. The moment I met this lady, I would leave.
It's a problem.
The moment I met a lady who was like giving me a key and then smiling at me and continuing to like make eye contact with me, I would just be like, "Thanks, all right, bye," and I would just leave the entire building.
I would just moonwalk out of there.
Yeah, I would Homer Simpson into a bush and just never return.
Hey, I pulled a Homer.
Well, you guys are not very adventurous. I'd be like, wonder where this is heading.
You would sort of be like Peter in this scenario. Because...
Oh, you're a reckless maverick, carefree maverick, as this episode of TV Tuners has established.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keo is sort of a carefree guy.
Yeah, I don't care about any consequences.
Yeah.
Anyways,
he's got to follow his way, though.
Anyways, he goes to this room following these very detailed instructions, but also very unhelpful. And then we get this, like, get out scene where he's watching the television.
Oh, yeah. It is kind of like Get Out. I didn't make that connector, but a little less immediately terrifying than Get Out. But he is sort of brought to tears by the speech that the man who we saw in the beginning gives us. His name is Octavio Coleman. He's like,
"You're gonna be special. You're gonna be the greatest. You're gonna be one of our guys. You're gonna be a boy for us."
Reminds me of the guy from G Gundam who introduces all the episodes.
Oh, yeah, that'd be... Do you think they're going to get in mechs and fight?
I think he may have to deal with the Dark Gundam at some point.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to be a tough
I
challenge.
can't wait for him to do Shining Finger.
The Jejun Institute presents our innovative solution to climate change, the Dark Gundam.
So, he's told to fill out these cards, and he starts filling it out, and then he gets a message that tells him that he needs to leave immediately.
On the
which
cards,
is not at all terrifying.
written in something that looks like blood.
I think it's just pen.
Yeah, it's
and
got a
so
blood shape.
He leaves, and he gets an instruction from the so-called Commander 14 of the Elsewhere Society, who sounds suspiciously like the man he had just heard, but I guess they ignore it. He
has an Irish accent now.
Yeah, but it is like that guy's voice. Which is the part where I was like, do they know? Am I supposed to like not have made that connection?
Yes.
Are they going along with it? Because some of the other people he meets who are playing this game do just regard it as a game, and he does not. I guess that's a thing for the rest of the
That is
show.
a thing to talk about, I guess, if you're big-brained, unlike us.
Yeah, with the stunned silence that big brain concept was.
Trying to do character
I'm-
analysis is about.
I'm literally just in awe at what Swanson has said here.
Yeah, I galaxy brained hard on that one, I guess.
My head hurts now.
So he goes to the information that he gets leads him to an alleyway or a shop in an alley where he meets Simone.
She has a weird voice.
What do you mean?
It's weird. You know, like mine. But not sounding like me. But it's weird.
I understand exactly what you're saying, and I'm gonna have to agree on that one.
Thank you.
Sure.
What, you didn't hear her speaking? Like, her voice sounds weird.
I mean, no. I mean,
I'm just saying your voice sounds weird.
It's a distinctive voice, we'll say.
Anyway, it's her first line in this show is, Don't try and trick me, you ass face.
And that's a good line. I like this lady, and yeah, I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't know. I didn't think her voice was different at all.
I don't like those sort of compound swears, especially when they try to make it like a charm point. The writers. What do you think, Keo?
It comes off a little
Forced. Acme.
A little forced. Yeah, it's like I would say, "Don't be a tricker, you trick man."
Yeah, that doesn't sound nearly as forced. Yeah. We get some subtle AirPod marketing real quick, where she very clearly places an AirPod in his ear, and he's like, "Wow, my life is totally different." Although it's more the game, I think, that changes his life. So they
No, it's the pure sound fidelity and portability of the Apple AirPods.
So yeah, there's
available
a ton of products in the
in stores now.
Did you want any of them?
Did I what now?
Did you want any of the products in this Wonder Store? This Mr. Magoo's Emporium type place?
Yeah, Mr. Magoo, the old blind man.
I don't know.
No, I didn't want anything in this.
No, that stuff looked weird, man.
So they go around, they hang out, they do some game stuff. Eventually, he gets real excited about playing the game, and then I guess that it's sort of just that's the day, and he's back to his normal life. Although he expectingly waits for another call, and when he gets it, he's like super excited. He's like, "Oh yeah!"
Can we mention that, like the Joker, he has a therapist he talks to, who's also a black woman?
You making a statement?
No,
you think he's the Joker?
Yes, that's what I was. Maybe.
He's the Joker.
I feel like that's a way the show could go. This man's life.
Oh, maybe.
Listen, he's gonna do it.
I mean, like the
he's gonna
Joker,
blow-
he is very miserable at the start of this. It doesn't seem to enjoy life at all.
Yeah.
He's gonna shoot Murray in the head.
At the end of this episode, though, he does seem to have more friends than the Joker ever had.
Yeah. Well, the Joker has, he's for kind of buddies with the Penguin sometimes.
Oh yeah, the Penguin who was not in Joker.
Yeah.
Was not even, I don't think, mentioned in Joker. In fact, I think that version of Joker would not be a fan of a very aristocratic rich boy.
Well, I assume in the Joaquin verse, Penguin would also be in a sewer like Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah, and it would actually just be Danny DeVito.
Yeah, he'd be reprising his role,
Yeah.
but it's a different character, a different Penguin.
Yeah, an older, wiser Penguin. Teaches him the ways of the street.
Who doesn't have money.
Yeah.
This Penguin
I gave that all up.
Oh, this Penguin would just be Lawrence Fishburne's character from John Wick.
Just the king of the homeless people.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers for Kyoran. Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, so he goes on his next assignment, and he goes out in the rain. I guess he just doesn't have an umbrella.
Yeah.
Like he just didn't have the time to grab one.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs it?
Goes out into the rain, gets met with he dances with with a Sasquatch.
Yeah, I wish that they had played Purple Rain during the sequence.
You wish they would have spent more money
Yes.
for
Shell out the extra $5 million.
yeah. So they dance. He dances with Sasquatch, and he's all like, "Whoa, that was wild!
He's
Can't
not
believe I
very-
danced with Sasquatch."
He's not very good at dancing. I'll say that. I could do better.
I mean, I think he danced pretty well, given that there was a Sasquatch right next to him.
I feel like if the Sasquatch was watching me dance, I'd have to put in extra effort.
I'd be too nervous to dance properly.
Yeah.
And I would think, if I make a mistake, this man's going to absolutely just squash me.
You know, the thing I would be most worried about if I was dancing next to a Sasquatch is he's going to steal my beef jerky. And I can't have that. It's a reference for 3 people. This is...
Are you talking about those commercials?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
2003.
Yeah. Where they're like, messing with Quatch!
Oh my god, you're
yeah.
bringing
Oh no, this is worse than remembering that trailer for Big
a
Daddy.
massive surge of memories into my head.
Messing with Squatch! And it would just be a bunch of dude bros, and they'd be like, oh, we're totally messing with the Sasquatch, dude.
Well, yeah, but the Sasquatch would usually get one up on them.
Yeah, by ripping one of their arms off or something.
And somehow this was supposed to make us want to purchase beef jerky.
Specifically Sasquatch brand beef jerky, a brand that I do not think exists anymore.
Rest in peace.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they don't exist anymore.
I thought it was just some existing popular brand of beef jerky that still exists.
I don't know. I do not think that was the case.
All right, well, we're going to have to do some TV Tuners research for next week.
Or I can
Yeah.
just look it
Report
up right
back.
now.
No, that's unprofessional.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to report back after a very vague and unhelpful research. Anyway, yeah. So after he does that, he meets back up with Simone.
Lady.
Yeah. And she's all like, "Hey, what's going on?" And if it
He's
wasn't
just like,
clear,
"Hi,
yeah, if
I
it wasn't
love
clear
you."
beforehand that they,
He's like, sex?
yeah, if it wasn't clear beforehand that he had a thing for her, given their sort of palpable chemistry, they make it clear by having love music play as he shows up, and they're just like,
Yeah, Purple Rain.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, then they hang out. They go.
He does not even
I
get the
guess
first
Kieran
base.
was right. This was Jack Link's beef jerky, and they're very much still around.
Wow, Hellboiled confirmed.
I guess the Sasquatch campaign was just over.
Maybe
Yeah.
they'll bring it back. Maybe that'll be the final. nail in the coffin of America's cultural stagnation.
Like, you think after that we'll be like, all right, time for new ideas.
Yes. Yes, the dam will break after that, and a new era will begin, for better or worse.
Hmm. Well, as long as Sasquatch is getting his money.
He's not.
So, before I knew that this was an institute, or based off of a thing that has actually happened in real life, I was kind of surprised at the number of people that had gathered for this society thing. Because there are, like, at least 40
100.
to 50 people. Oh,
Yes,
all right.
they're not practicing social isolation at all.
No, they're all out and about playing a fun game.
Coughing in
And-
each other's mouths.
Yeah. Openly licking doorknobs.
Ooh.
Holding hands.
Yes.
I wonder what kind of flavors are on doorknobs.
Centrally staring at one another.
Yeah, Trump gets mad if you do that.
So then they're all sort of assigned to groups of 4. Peter and Simone meet up with Janice and Fredwin. Janice is an older lady played by the daughter from All in the Family, who is now an old lady.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Because
rest
you're
in
old.
peace. And then Fredwin is, of course, played by everyone's favorite rapper, Andre Benjamin.
Oh, I just realized Peter was watching Law and Order earlier in this
Yeah.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
Which confused me because Ice-T has the same facial hair as Fredwin in this program.
And that was confusing to you, despite them looking very different.
I was like, wait, is that Ice? Wait, was he actually watching Law and Order, or was he on the... And then I figured it out, luckily.
So I want you to clarify so there's no confusion here. You did not think Fredwin was Ice-T.
No, I just thought,
Okay.
oh, maybe that wasn't Ice-T. Maybe that wasn't Law and Order.
Okay.
Maybe it was a TV show featuring Fredwin.
Like he was a TV star?
Yeah, I thought that might be the plot.
Hmm.
But
I
no,
guess, yeah.
it's just a weird coincidence. Maybe it's a thematic thing. Maybe they're going to investigate a few rapes. Who knows?
Oh. Yeah, who knows? I mean, there is almost one. Later in
Oh,
this episode.
yeah!
So the group finds out about Clara, who is called the Keeper of the Divine Nonchalance.
Yeah, she's the
Which-
princess.
Yeah, you have to go find her, and hopefully she's not in another castle.
Well, it doesn't matter as long as you know where the castle is. She can be in any castle she
Yeah,
likes
but-
in that case.
But then you gotta travel to the other castle, and that's a hassle.
Oh,
That's a
Philadelphia
lot
has
of
good
work.
public transportation.
Yeah, as we
God,
learn from this.
You're gonna take. I mean, taking public transit to the castle is that's probably one of the lamest ways to get to the castle.
Yeah, really, it's sort of like the easy route.
Are warp
And,
pipes public transportation?
No, that's like a gritty, hardcore way to
No.
Yeah,
to travel.
yeah, it's like the subway.
Yeah, that is public transportation, Keo.
I mean, is it really public transportation if most people do not traverse using them?
Well, I guess it's not like the subway in that respect, since most people do traverse using it. So yeah, they go to a diner to discuss what they think the game is. Janice believes the game is like a prank or something.
Yeah, she
Simone-
thinks they're on Jackass.
Yeah. I just love that Johnny Knoxville.
I can't believe what they did to that boy's balls.
Simone thinks it's like some marketing stunt, which, I mean, fair, honestly. Most of these stupid things are marketing stunts. Usually like some tech company being like, get ready for our new phone. Fredwin insists that it's a high level conspiracy because he's trying to he's a big brain boy.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter just thinks it's real.
Yeah, he says like, what if good things can happen?
And everyone else is like, yeah, whatever, loser. Yeah, fuck off, dumb shit.
Yeah, and then they have some pie.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Simone
they-
walks off and almost gets raped. And for some reason, there's this weird cross-section, picture-in-picture, like a Betty Boop figure, paralleling.
To show that she's
High-strung!
No. What?
No.
I think the idea was that it's sort of showing how closed off she is from the world when she's by herself.
Yeah.
Presumably, we'll learn more in the second episode because this episode ends with the narrator assuring us to imagine Simone as ourselves.
I'm a girl? Oh no, my chest is getting heavy. Ah, it's shrinking! No, I'm just...
There, you're having a heart
Oh.
attack.
Yeah, that's a heart attack now.
Heart attack or ginger swap? The
Yeah, heart
symptoms
attack,
can often
probably.
be similar.
Well, how do your balls feel?
I told you, they're shrinking.
Yeah,
Heart attack.
Remember the coronavirus? You've heard about its effects on male fertility.
Have I?
Have I?
I assumed you did. Yeah, that apparently messes up your jizz.
Oh, I cannot abide this. I will not allow it.
But will you allow dispatches from elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, any final thoughts on this before we move on?
It's okay.
It was entertaining. It was
That's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, it was a nice little show. I found it odd, but weirdly charming. I'm sure it's one of those shows that grows on you in time. I can't really. I would give it a light recommend. I would say recommend this.
Is that a recommend or a tune in, Swanson?
I would say it's a tune in.
Stare?
Can I abstain?
No.
Okay, then tune out.
Why?
Oh, so
I don't want to say
it's
tune in.
out.
I didn't want to say tune out either, but that's what I got default to.
Okay, but like, why though?
Oh, I don't feel like watching more of this.
Oh, there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where this goes because it can go one of two ways, and the two extremes. It could either be fun and cool or very dumb and boring.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say dark and twisted.
There's nothing in this
No.
that makes it seem like it's going to be dark and twisted.
A woman was almost raped.
Yeah, and they make it very clear that she got out fine.
Yeah, but now we're alerted to the existence of rape in this world.
Yeah,
Ooh.
welcome to the real world.
Oh no!
Yeah, they define that they did not make a world that is strictly better than ours. I'm going to give it a light tune in here.
Yeah, so that sounds like it's a tune in for Dispatches from Elsewhere. And that's going to have to do it for this week's episode of the show. We'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Oh!
Oh,
What's going
yeah.
on over there? Keo?
Oh no!
Crap.
What?
Oh my god, it's a buff crab man!
Hello. You will receive
God.
maximum pleasure.
Oh no, Keo, you gotta get out of there.
This is not pleasure.
Prepare. Assume the position.
Alright,
Now,
well,
it is time for the infernal thrusting to commence. Oh God!
Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this week's episode of the show. We'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Until then, bye.
So hard.
It's over.
The sound of flesh against flesh. It will haunt me for the rest of my days.
Actually, I'm fine.
Feels good, actually.